And now we're going to turn to one of our partners, Fuente, who asked a question from the audience. Hopefully the microphone's in place. Please identify yourself. And I guess we'll start with Controller Thompson.
Testing, testing.
There you go.
Muy buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes para ti también.
Mi nombre es Luis Antonio Olivia, soy miembro del comité de líderes de la organización.
Hold on. He is going to say it in Spanish, and there's a gentleman next to him will be translated. So
Okay,
please
it'll be
just
a
be
bilingual
patient.
experience. If Mayor Bloomberg can do it, we can handle it.
Yes.
Very good. Very good, Bob. But his Spanish will be better than Michael Bloomberg's.
Soy miembro del comité de líderes de la organización comunitaria La Fuente. Mi pregunta es, se acaba de introducir un proyecto, la 410, en la cual nos darían la oportunidad a los residentes no ciudadanos a poder ejercer el voto en las futuras elecciones municipales. Me gustaría saber si están a favor o no. Good evening. My name is Luis Antonio Olivia, a member of La Fuente Leadership Advisory Committee. This is a bill intro 410 that a bill allow U.S. immigrant non-citizen residents to vote in the city council election. Are you in favor on this bill? Yes or no? Thank you.
So that would appear to be the lightning round.
Buenas tardes, and it is great to be here again. I saw the bill. I've been speaking to those who introduced it, Councilman Drum, as well as Councilman Idanis Rodriguez. I haven't made a final decision. The first question is, can the city council legally legislate that? I think that is one of the questions that stands before us. Also, exactly what does it mean and in what time frame? So it is something I'm considering. It came out last week. I've been speaking to the sponsors. I'm going to be sitting down and going through it with them. I haven't come to a final decision yet. So it is a maybe right now. It's not a yes or a no.
Controller Lou.
Felicitaciones. Gracias, Antonio, por su pregunta importante. Ese es muy importante. All right, look, that's what I got in high school.
You're taking away from his time. You can tweet.
I support this bill. And let me tell you why. I support this bill because we have people in New York City who come from all over the world. And they come to New York not to live on our homeless shelters, okay? They're not landing their planes and going to our homeless shelters, as Mayor Bloomberg thinks. They're not coming here to collect welfare. They're coming here for opportunity, and they want to be American. They want to be American. And yet, in many cases, legal immigrants, they have to wait like 10 years before they can be a citizen. It's not that they don't want to be citizens, they want to be citizens. But the process is delayed so long that they cannot participate in the civic affairs. I believe that the more people we have involved in our process, in the democracy that we call home here in New York City, the better off the city is as a whole. Now, if there are these people who don't want to be American, they shouldn't vote. But the reality is that these immigrants want to be American. It's just that the process is not allowing them to become American as quickly as they would like. So let's give them a chance to participate in the civic affairs of our city.
Thank
we will
you.
all be that much better off for it.
Thank you very much. Public Advocate de Blasio.
Buenas tardes. Y yo quiero hablar en español mejor que... Mejor que el alcalde Bloomberg.
Oye eso.
So, look, I agree with Bill Thompson. I think there's merit in this proposal. I also think there's a lot of complexity in this proposal. I've sat with the advocates. I appreciate what they're trying to achieve. I think there's a lot of unanswered questions. So I take it very seriously. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to come to a decision, but I'm just not there yet. I want to be straight up about that.
Councilman Albanese.
So let me say that
as someone who came here as an immigrant and had a green card and became a citizen, I was proud to become an American citizen. The process, which was many years ago, was a lot smoother and more efficient. People are waiting, as John pointed out, sometimes 8 to 10 years, and I think that's outrageous. That's why we need to pass the DREAM Act in Washington. There are 11 million people that need a path to citizenship. They're productive, they're working here. Let's make them citizens. It's outrageous that it hasn't happened yet. As it relates to the bill that's before the City Council, I do have some concerns about it. I have to read it, and I think there are some merits. I'm sitting down with the advocates and the sponsors, and I'll make a decision about that particular bill. I do have a problem with the time frame, the 6-month time frame, but I'm sure we can work something out.
We have more than 800,000 legally resident in this city. I have been fighting for the most vulnerable one. And most of these people, they don't become U.S. citizens because they can speak the language. And they are very intelligent people. They think because they speak with an accent, that they are silly. They are not. They are in this city. They are paying taxes. They are obeying the law. They are contributing for our city. Also, they are going to be affected one way or other with the outcome of the new mayor. And their children, they are U.S. citizens. Some people argue that it's very sacred to vote being U.S. citizen by birth. But in Puerto Rico, we had 3.4 million U.S. citizens by birth, and they're not allowed to vote for the president of the United States. So while it's good for one thing, it's good for another. Yo creo que los 800,000 residentes legales que están en esta ciudad deben votar. Ellos pagan taxes, obedecen las leyes, se van a afectar de una u otra manera. Si sus hijos son ciudadanos americanos y están en este país y están contribuyendo, que voten. Y el único de todos estos que estamos aquí sentados que le va a importar eso a Jerry Salgado. Que quede eso claro.
And the winner in the Spanish speak-off is Reverend Salgado.
Yes. Que voten, que voten.
Okay, all right. We have a question from we have a question from DC 1707 from the floor, Raglan George.